Hello, Georgette 551. You will not be seeing this the day of, because it'll take too long to process. But today, April 8th, 2024, we are going to be so close, but not quite to totality, for a solar eclipse. Now, I plan on doing this at Sholan Farms if there's room to do it. At that point, it will barely have got started. Worst case scenario, I can do it at home. I tried, and looked at the sun with the welder's mask cover that will be put on this camera. And yeah, there's some small branches in the way, but it's plausible that it can be done at home. But I would rather the clear openness, so I don't have to finagle the camera every few minutes to get as few branches in the shot as possible. So we're going to try that. And if that's not possible, maybe to Chico Drive, where Fallbrook and Samoset Elementary and Middle School is, the road going to it. That is, if people are setting up for that. I think we might be okay. Like I said, by the time we get there and get set up, part of the sun of insignificance will be blocked. There are clouds, but you can see they're the really thin stuff. So it might just make our view a little milky. Otherwise, we'll be able to see it just fine. So I plan on doing a time lapse and stopping every now and then so you can see how everything looks as things are getting darker, and maybe just a few minutes after our near totality, reading anywhere from 90 to 95%, will show you how dark things are getting. It won't be till 2096 that we'll get a totality one here. I'll be long dead. Anyone lucky enough to see it, probably not watching this video, it'll be a sunrise, which makes it even more rare. So enough yapping, because that's slowing me down. Let's get on to recording a big circle being overcome by another circle. Again, everything is blurry because it's set up for infinite to stare at the big bright thing that is now probably 15% covered. Might be able to see the city lights, perhaps. And quick pan. Well, try not to get faces. Anyway, might see some lights at the houses. I will attempt to set the iris so everything appears as it does, as I see it. So now it's time to put this filter on the camera and start the time lapse. the peak. Well, we went a little past it because the moon's starting to show its bottom. So this is what it looks like. Little, not quite as impressive as I thought. I got the exposure to somewhat appear as how I see it. It's pretty close. Things are now, indeed, I can tell, starting to get a little brighter. But the cool thing is, you look at the shadows. They're very well defined. Yeah, I mean, this wasn't exactly as great as I thought it would be in terms of darkness, but it was still very good to watch. Now we're going to watch it go in the other direction. And thus ends the closest thing to a total eclipse I'll ever see in my lifetime. I'll never be alive to see another one again. I think you know what I meant by that. So, yeah, a little past that snowbanking was where I was taking video. The wind is starting to pick up from the sun starting to reheat where we've been. So that'll be it, and that's not the sign I'm looking for. Here it is. Watching the eclipse, almost total. Can't hold this still. Sholan Farms, Leominster, Mass, 94%. Georgia 551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.